Hello, my crafty peeps, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, this is the July's edition of the Humpday Handmade, which is hosted by myself and Ebony, who is sharing more here on the YT. I will link to her channel down below. So, and it is where once a month on the second Wednesday of the month, we post a handmade item, or not handmade, something, something we created handmade, okay? So, my inspiration were these envelopes right here. I was going through my stuff and I had a ton of these envelopes, and they're about a 3x5 size envelope. So I wanted to use these. I mean, people use them for like albums, or they could be in junk journals, but I want to use them for some cards. And so let me show you what I created. This I think the size might be new, but the idea I don't think is new. I've seen this in a card form, but this I'm doing as a gift card holder. So let me take these off. And so then there's going to be I think it's 3.5, probably 3.25. I think it's 3.25 by 4 3/4 is the size of this. And so my idea is, so I got one put together, I don't know, is let me show you these. These were the first ones that I did. It's a bit of gift cards in this area, and then you could put a note or something in this one, or as you can see on this one, you could write on the back. So then you could put 2 gift cards, you could put something, a picture, a photo or something if you want to do it like a Christmas thing, so like, or tickets to something if you want to get somebody some tickets, or just a little note, let them know. So you have this 2 pockets in here, and I want to actually glue the 2 sides so there'll be a pocket. As of right now, it is, I'm saying, it could be a like, how the cards be, just like that, but of course it'll be in the A2 size, the ones I've seen it in. But this right here, like I say, is 3.25 by 4 3/4. So I'm going to show you how to make this. And as you might recall, this right here, this paper is what I'm using for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So I'm going to have a link to that down below if you would like to participate. It is not over until August 15th, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but the video will be down below, so you can go check that out. Participate if you are able. And these will be going in there. I also have some other ideas for this particular idea, so those will be kind of in future videos. So like I said, I made these 2. You can either use it regular designer paper, which is going to give you the designer paper on the back of here is going to be a 3 by 4.5. Okay, and I will give you the measurements to show you how to cut these here on the front. This right here is just another idea I had from a little scrap piece of paper right there to make it just another little tuck spot. And then these are some other ones I have. And so I think this is a pretty good scrap buster. Show you how to use just one 6x6, especially if it's double-sided. And so I did these 2. These right here is a paper pad I had sitting around here, that I was using for something else, and I grabbed a few sheets, which is this Darling Dearest Paper Studio little paper pad. So that's what these 4 came from, because these can be for baby showers. I'm giving the new parents a gift card, a little note, what I'm saying, some words of wisdom. So those are some other ones I created. I do already have some on standby ready to go, but I'm going to show you how to make them. So it's fairly simple. 12 by 12. You can do this with the 8.5 by 11, but I am using 12 by 12 so I can get 2. So I'm going to take it. My phone was ringing. I'm going to cut it at 4 3/4, and I'm going to do both of them like that. 4 3/4. These measurements will be down in the description, so no worries, no need to write them down. So I got those 2. This could be used for some scraps. Could be a belly band to wrap around there, or some photo mats or something, or tags. So then you're going to take that 12 by 4 3/4, and we're going to cut that down to 9 3/4. And I'm just going to do them both here at the same time. So now, some more scrap for some pockets, tags, whatever the case may be. So you will need a piece that is 9 3/4 by 4 3/4. Put that to the side. I'm going to grab our scoreboard. We're going to make 2 easy scores here. I'm going to do them both. So I'm going to score at 3.25 and 6.5 is my 2 score. 3 1/4, and 6 1/2. Okay. Now, as you can see, this is cut as a zigzag. So depending on how, I'm gonna say deep you want your pocket is what you're gonna cut here. I did all mine at 1 inch. Now you could do 2 inches. You're gonna have a deeper pocket. You know what I'm saying? Just depends on where you go as far as how deep your pocket is. But I did 1 inch. And to get that, I'm just gonna take a ruler, have my piece of paper down here like this, and then on the right bottom corner, I just made a little tick mark at 1 inch. And I'm gonna do that for both of them. At 1 inch from the bottom right. Now, and these, let me see here. What is that? So as you can see, you can have them going either way. This one, I have them, say, the little short part on this side, and on this one, it's on this side. So it just depends on which side you want it on. It doesn't make me a difference, but you can still get the same one with the same cut. Because, like, this is it. And you got the little thing right here, so your pocket is going to be on this side. Open it up. Flip this back piece around and just fold it the other way. Now your pocket is here. So the same cuts and everything is just in which way you decide to fold your paper. Okay. So this, it doesn't make a difference. I'm gonna fold it, but I am gonna fold it, you know, onto itself, like a zigzag fold. So I'm like this, and then back the other way. However you see fit, you want to do that. And then this is what I'm gonna have for both of them, right? I'm gonna look at my mark right here. This is where I put that 1 inch mark, and so then I'm cutting from here, this corner, to there. So I'm gonna make a little mark. You seasoned crafters know about this, but if it's anybody that's new, they might not. So this is my 1 inch mark, and I'm going to that corner. This, I'm gonna say this would have been that 3 1/4 inch score mark that I put right there. I'm putting right at the edge of it, closer to the right side of that score mark, right, and in the corner of that one. So I'm just going to make a line, right? So all this I'll be cutting off. I'm just going to take it to my trimmer, cut straight across. I'm going to show you that again. Here we go. Here go my 1 inch mark that I made with my pencil. This is my 3 1/4 score line, and here's my 6 1/2. I'm going right on the right side of that score line, closest to this middle panel. And then right there where I made my 1 inch mark, and that's what I'll be cutting off, this right here. So I'm gonna get my trimmer. You can use scissors if you choose to. I'm going to use my trimmer, and I'm going to put that point, and this is my 1 inch right down there, and then right up here, like I said, on the right side of that score mark, closest to this middle, and that is where I'm going to slice it. Do my second piece right there in that corner at the 1 inch mark, and up here I'm going on the right side of this score mark, closest to this middle piece right there. And like I said, depending on if you wanted it longer over here, then you might put 1 1/2 or 2 1/2 or whatever, however tall you want it, and then from that mark that you marked up to that same spot. Alright, so now we got those. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way. That's one of them. And the other one I'm going to do the other way. Which means I'm going to fold it like this. So now I got them going two different ways. This one going this way and this one going that way. Okay? And really, that's done, right? It's made. At this point, all we're doing is paper. And like I said, we could do it with a 6x6. So I got my 6x6 piece of paper here. The sizes you're going to need, and I'm going to show you on this, and we're going to cut it together, though. This piece right here, I did 2x3. This piece here in the middle, I did 3x4. And this one right here, I did 3x3. And of course, this one, we are going to cut. So I'm going to take my 6x6 piece of paper here, and this is double-sided. You don't have to use double-sided. I mean, you could just use, you know, whatever scraps you have. So I'm going to cut this down to 3. 3, all right? I'm going to cut one at 2 for that top one. So if I do one at 2, that gives me my 4, all right? That 4 that I said I wanted in the middle. But I prefer to have this one at the hearts. So I'm going to do this right here. That's going to be my 4. And this is my 2, which I'm going to put up in here. I'm going to cut this down, and then I just need a 3x3. So I'm going to take this other 3x6 piece that I have left, and you got this to make a 3x3 card. If you do your 3x3 card or some cute little embellishment. All right. And so this is how we're going to measure it. So this is this. So this right here, I leave it at the green. I'm putting right there. So because I'm gluing it here and at the bottom, and then on this one I'm gluing this little piece in at the bottom. Okay. So that's my 2x2 piece right there. I will close it up. This can be glued down, but I need to get this angle right for these 2 pieces here. So I'm gonna take my 4x4, put it on there, and I usually put the other piece because I mean it's black so I can see, and I'm gonna show you. My goal is to get this piece a little bit above where I want to cut it at. So I'm just gonna go straight to the top, to this edge, because I sliced off that corner, so it should be at an angle, right? So I'm gonna put it where I want it at, right there. Give me a pencil, and that's why I said you could use another piece of paper so you can see. And I'm just gonna do it so that you can see what I'm talking about, and put these in here so you can see. Try to see if I can bring it up here. Right. So I'm trying to cut this. So what I want to do is put a mark right here where this black piece or that little angle meets this piece of paper. Now it's gonna be hard for me to do it up here. I'm gonna actually put it so it'll be even, so I can get it even. So I need to put it. So I'm gonna mark right here, and then where I see it at in this corner right there. Okay, so then I'm gonna take it back to my trimmer. I'm gonna cut that edge. I'm gonna find where I made that mark at there, and up here in this corner, just like so. And I'm gonna slice it. And then that should fit right in there. Now I can put it as far as I want, because remember we're closing this up. So this is a larger piece than you would want, but I want it down enough so you can't see it from here. Now of course if you do this at 2 or 3, you won't need a 4 piece because you don't have to have it that long. So if I close that up, there you have it. Right? So we got those 2 pieces. We're going to do the same thing for down here. So I'm going to get, this is the my 2x3 piece up there. This right here is my 3x3, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it here, pretty much where I want it, above this little line here. Right? Now this one, and then at the bottom, I put it up so I can have my border. So when I cut it, I don't got to try to keep going back. So I'm going to look, I'm going to make my little mark here, because I see it there. And then over here in this corner, right there. I'm going to do the same thing, bring it in here, look for those marks that I just made, which is down here, ends right there. Get it on the tips right there, cut it, ends there. Is that right? Now, of course, I'm going to trim off this bottom a little bit more. I could have put it up a little bit more, but that's okay. That's how we got a little extra to play with, and there we have it. All right, so I'm going to glue this down really quick so that I can show you that little side right there. Now, of course, like I said, you can what could you do? On the back, put a designer piece of paper or the just a white piece of paper. You could now a couple of mine I'm probably gonna stamp like Merry Christmas and then have the tag in the front. There's so much you can do with this. So of course, you know what I'm saying, all tutorials, I guess you could say, is a starting point, and then you take it from there, right? You get inspiration. So I got inspiration from this from a A2 card that I saw with the same zigzag. Like I say, this might have been done before. It's possible. I'm not for sure. I didn't go do any research on it. But I know I had these particular envelopes and I wanted to use it. So as a crafter, what do? Figure it out. Right? So I'm just going to put this paper down real quick because I want to try to, and just think. So if you do these and you put this, you could put embellishments down here. You could also use this for some flat embellishments. You know what I'm saying? Little pockets. You do this last little piece here at the bottom. And as you can see on that other, you could do I mean, if you want to put it in that envelope, you probably could do a bow or something down here to, like, you know. You don't even have to close it up. See, if you wanted to make this into a little pocket. So I'm trying to make it into a gift card holder where you don't have to. You could actually leave it just like that, right? Put the paper all the way down and make it into a 3x5 card. Or in this case, 3 1/4, about 4 3/4, so it'll fit in that envelope. But you know what I'm saying, okay? So then I will put a little dab of glue here. Now I'll get this because I don't want it to close up. Put it right along this edge. I have to fill my glue up. Right along that edge, and then along the bottom. All right. Close it up. My first pocket, I'm gonna open this one up. Put some on this edge and along this bottom. And there you have it. And I would suggest putting that paper on there before you glue those sides together. I did it on one. I mean, it can be done, but it's just easier to do it, you know, while it's still open. And then there you have the card. So let me get a little gift card. You have an opening here and an opening here. Like I say, you put a gift card down in here. You have your note here. Okay, you can put 2 gift cards. Of course, this one gonna go down a little bit more. So you might maybe at that point you might want to readjust this little pocket right here, because if you put it up, then I think this will be down lower. I haven't tried it, but I'm thinking if this is taller, this won't be at that angle because you still gotta go from that corner. So I think these angles will also change. So that go, oops, I'm putting it right through. I ain't even finish gluing. But anyway, that is the project. So there you have it. You can put, like I say, tag in here or a little note back there. You can put your gift card in here. You can put 2 gift cards. You can put cash. Just a little note to let somebody, you know, you're thinking about them. Tickets to a game or movie tickets or something like that would be nice in here. Like I said, some flat embellishments would be good. Or either oh, you know what else you could put in here? And that's what I'm probably about to do, because I am doing some swaps. ATC card, some sentiment words or something. If you want to give somebody something, this would be a good little pocket. It's cute to do the different levels in. Anyway, I was just trying to get that to dry. Okay, so that is my handmade project for today. Make sure you go check out Eboney. I have a link to her channel down below. You can go check out and see what she made this month. And like I said, I do have some more here, because like I said, you can get 2 with a 12x12 sheet of paper. As a quick reminder, I'm not sure if I said it already. If you're familiar with this paper, and I'm doing a 1,000 subscriber challenge, I have a link down below. So now I got 3 already ready for that particular swap to put in there as some goodies, because it is going to be a crafty swap, and it's going to be, you know, not large. So check out that video, and you'll see all that information. And as stuff starts coming up, thanks for watching. Go check Eboney out, and I'll see you next month for the next Humpday Handmade video.